2.5 million years ago, a burst of photons escaped the gravitational pull of the Andromeda Galaxy and began a quiet journey across the vacuum of space. While that light was racing toward our solar system, Homo habilis was just beginning to forage for food across the Tanzanian savanna. Tonight, if you look up at the constellation Cassiopeia, that exact ancient beam of light finally completes its trip, making contact with your retina. That 2.5 million year journey ends by triggering an electrical impulse in your optic nerve. In that fraction of a second, your biology physically connects to a galaxy 15 quintillion miles away. This 3D map illustrates the scale of our cosmic neighborhood. The Milky Way alone contains roughly 400 billion stars. And as we pull backward, you see the 2 trillion galaxies of our observable universe. That massive cloud is just the pocket we can see. Models suggest our universe is merely one expanding bubble in an infinitely generating matrix. Against that backdrop, the Earth is a microscopic speck of rock, spinning through a freezing, radiation-soaked void. For millennia, we relied on creation stories that placed an external divine architect at the center of this stage, watching over us. But the measurements show a cosmos operating on physical laws that are entirely indifferent to our survival. If the universe is ancient, infinite, and uncaring, does our brief existence actually matter at all? If the universe is infinite, the math favors the existence of other life forms. Yet, as we scan the skies, we hear absolutely nothing, a silence known as the Fermi paradox. The rare Earth hypothesis suggests that while simple, single-celled slime might emerge easily on wet planets, the jump to a complex, spacefaring civilization requires an impossibly narrow set of conditions. We only exist because we survived a 4 billion-year gauntlet. We needed a stable star, a large moon to stabilize our axial tilt, and lucky timing, like the asteroid that cleared the way for mammals 65 million years ago. We are the results of chemistry playing out over deep time. We are biological machines, constructed entirely of quarks and electrons. Like any machine, we require an energy source to function. When the biological hardware breaks down, the software of consciousness stops processing. The network powers down, much like taking the battery out of an iPhone. We are not a guaranteed feature of reality. Human consciousness is an improbable, temporary hardware glitch in an otherwise dead and silent cosmos. But that physical reality doesn't diminish our worth. Every atom of carbon in your DNA was forged inside the nuclear furnace of a dying star. Through us, the matter of the universe has organized itself into a structure capable of thinking about its own origin. On New Year's Eve in 1609, the astronomer Johannes Kepler walked across a bridge in Prague during a snowstorm, caught a snowflake on his coat, and wondered why it had 6 sides. We know now that an ice crystal shape is a frozen record of the specific atmospheric path it took as it fell through the clouds. Human beings are no different. We are a frozen history of our evolutionary journey, shaped by the random physical path our ancestors took across millions of years. But unlike the ice crystal, we possess the biological capacity to investigate our own structure. We are the only snowflakes in the cosmos capable of asking why we have 6 sides. We are the cosmos made conscious. Meaning is not a universal constant waiting to be discovered in the stars. It is an emergent property generated solely by the human brain. If we are the only highly conscious beings in the Milky Way, we are the sole custodians of meaning for the entire galaxy. From a galactic perspective, our geopolitical divisions look absurd. We divide a tiny planet based on local borders and imagined differences, fighting over patches of dirt. A self-inflicted extinction would wipe away the only known observer of the Milky Way, reducing the entire galaxy back to a collection of rocks and gas. Cooperation and survival are the logical requirements for maintaining the only known pocket of meaning in the void. We are the architects of the only value that exists in this corner of space. Our window to appreciate this is limited. The second law of thermodynamics dictates that the universe is marching toward heat death, a state of maximum disorder where all stars burn out and everything goes dark. In the deep timeline of reality, the era of starlight and life is brief. Our individual bodies are temporary, and the universe's capacity to support biology is finite. Consciousness is scarce. In economics, scarcity drives value. The same rule applies to cosmology. The indifferent nature of the universe and our temporary existence make our fleeting spark of consciousness precious. You are a temporary collection of stardust, granted a tiny window of time. The next time you look at the infinite night sky, do not feel dread. Realize you won the cosmic lottery. So embrace this cosmic lottery, for in your fleeting existence, the universe itself awakens to its own boundless wonder. Thank you for watching. If this touched something real inside you, please share with someone who needs it. And if you want to go deeper, subscribe and thank you.